لمحاولة علي، يحاول علي بتمريرة للأحمر. هذه ممكن جول.
Yeah, that was rather disappointing. Look, I think, it's not an ideal situation, although it's far from the end of the world for Malaysia. And look, I thought generally we played pretty well. That we defended really well, I thought, and we made it tricky. I mean, it's always going to be hard playing away from home, especially in such an environment in like Oman, middle of the night. Even, it was close to, the game sort of finished just before midnight. There was a raucous crowd, watching. There's a lot of drums as well, and this Malaysian team doesn't have a particularly good record against Oman. And so, I think as RTM or ASTRO shared the stats just before the game. Played 3, lost all 3. So, but I thought we did pretty well. You got to remember, Oman is ranked higher than Malaysia's, and probably, so I think Oman were always the favorites at home. But look, I think we did all right. Given what we did, maybe, I guess, I mean, a couple of, Hazmi played really well, I thought. I guess midfield, we just didn't really have the quality. Morales was a passenger throughout the game. I think I only saw him once the whole 90 minutes. Corbin Ong was really good, I thought, down the left, and I personally don't blame it. I know he was sort of out of position for the goal, but I think that was some nice link-up play, and I think that's down to the midfielders as well. I thought Wilkin and Gunn, I think they were kind of second rate compared to the Oman midfield. Look, I mean, whether it's heat or tiredness, the fact is a lot of players are fasting as well, but so were a lot of the Omani players. So I don't know if that can be an excuse for that. And of course, they played it at 10 at night, so they would have had enough nutrition to take on. Look, we defended well, I think, and we certainly showed chances, when we were pushing up that we could get a goal, I think. Look, I mean that Oman deserved to win. We only had I think we only had 2 shots on target. One shot, legitimate shot on target, and the other, of course, we put in the back of the net, but he was in an offside position. It was rightly called offside because he wasn't really in an offside position when the defender played it. So it is irrelevant whether even if the Oman defender did get a touch. So he showed some glimpses. Look, I guess, Corbin Ong probably should have done better over here. He hit the bar in the second half. And, it's, So, as a consequence, it's a damaging defeat for the short term. It means that Malaysia now dropped to third because Kyrgyzstan beat Chinese Taipei 2-0. And so it's Oman top the group ahead of Kyrgyzstan, and by goal difference, we are third. But we've got the game in Kuala Lumpur in a couple of days' time, so I think hopefully Malaysia can recapture that moment or magic from the Kyrgyzstan game, and put on a good show in front of their fans. If we win, it kind of puts us right back in the position. I imagine, Oman had to win this game because they were the team going into this that needed to win. Of course, it's top 2 in the group that goes through, SN. So we've got ample opportunity. It's a disappointing defeat, but I think, I have faith that we can still learn from this. There might be a couple of selection changes, I guess. Endrick didn't really do much when he came on. Josu didn't really do much when he came on. I thought Ashmi was really good. Number 7 played, his crosses and dead ball free kicks were really good. There's a lot of positives. It's a disappointing night for Malaysia, but I think I'm still optimistic that we're still pretty much got this in our control. I guess because we've got Chinese Taipei are clearly the weakest team in the group. And then we've got to go to Kyrgyzstan. I mean, that's I have to check. I haven't got when we're going to play Kyrgyzstan. I imagine that's certainly in the June window. But we've got Oman next, and we thought Oman's probably the hardest team that we've got to play in this group from what we've seen. So that's that disappointing result. My man of the match. I was going to give it to Corbin Ong stood out, I thought. But I think you have to give it to Hazmi, the Johor keeper, who pretty much kept Malaysia in the game. So that's my thoughts. So what are your thoughts on the Harimau Malaya's game against Oman? is Malaysia now? Has Malaysia kissed goodbye to its World Cup qualifying hopes, or is it just a bit of a road speed bump pothole on way to hopefully at the progression to the third round of World Cup qualifying? If you like this video, feel free to like and don't forget to subscribe.